Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to our Friday stream. Running a few minutes late, but it's not my fault. Nothing is my fault. Unless it's good, then it's my fault. What's up everybody? I know there's a whole line of challengers ready for our Friday Blitz challenge stream. Everyone's welcome to play if you have an established account here on lichess and Twitch. Alright, where are we? 5:39, 8 minutes late. Morwa is challenging. Summon on sound. Save a dog. Everyone is welcome to challenge if you have an established account on lichess. You don't have to be a subscriber to challenge. I brought my ice pack because I have to play Morwa and actually summon on sound first and second. So I think there's going to be a lot of pain. I'm expecting a lot of pain. We've got the ice pack ready. It's quite hot here, in all seriousness. Not hot, but humid. So it's an unpleasant amount of humidity, even though the temperature is not that high. Nothing like chess with an ice pack. But I'll need it for the beatings I'm going to take in games 1 and 2. Maybe game 3 as well. Save a dog, even though he's only 1700. Tough lineup. All subscriber. No, Morwa's not a subscriber, but he's a good friend of the stream. All subscribers and friends challenging so far. All right, let's go. I know it's late for you guys in Europe like Morwa, so we got to keep Morwa off balance. I'm not warmed up. I'm not warmed up. We're not warmed up. Take Morwa off balance. B3. He plays a little too fast. He's been playing too much bullet chess. Too much bullet chess of late. Wow, Queen C2, very astute move there. Okay, let's let him have this. Let's let him have his little E5. I also did this against Arsenal fans, something similar. And Bishop E6. Are you going to castle queenside? That would be kind of spicy. Here we are. We are live. Are we live? Or Memorex? Man. I think I need to play C4 first so he can't get a huge center. Well, I mean, if I played C4, dude, it's a different opening. It's a different opening. That's all there is to it. Objectively, I'm gonna sack my queen here. Terrible decision by black. I mean, he should play like Bishop G4. I wasn't seriously gonna sacrifice my queen. The Benoniest. We gotta take advantage of the fact that it's late and Morwa is tired. Hopefully. We ambushed him off guard. Bad decision by black. I think interesting. Alright, I guess we'll be materialistic. Maybe he's trying to be... Whoa. I didn't even see that was possible. Okay. Good to know that was possible. If I take it... Guess you have to. He's too much bullet chess. Too much bullet chess, Morwa. Gotta tone down the bullet chess. Just not appropriate for this time control. Great move or not? Queen f7 does not win a pawn. Greetings, Warnaki HTFP. Acerbate. Thanks again to Jim and Dragon BC, Anita. All generous donations. Delacorda never odd or even. Guys, we got the Friday stream and the Sunday stream before the end of the week. Let's get some more green bit counts. Green. Warnaki. Okay, so what's the deep thought here? 94. My opening isn't the greatest. Wasn't. So we go up pawn in an opposite color, bishop and rook and queen endgame. I mean, if you just kind of forget the queen side, I've got like a 4-on-2 majority on the king side, practically. I'd like my queen on h5 too. Doesn't look so bad for white. I'm up a pawn, man. Of course it's not bad for white, but it's hard to win, I guess, opposite color bishops. But he played... Yo, did I just click resign? Man, I shouldn't hover my mouse button over the resign. Ah, this ice pack is so relaxing. Cool. King h8. Sidestepping my ideas. Very hard to penetrate into black's position. h4. h4, 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 h4. h4, h4. We do it? It's an ambitious move. Pawn is very excited.
Yes. Yes! Yeah, baby!
Okay, h4. The only way to play. He played rook e5. He's threatening h5 now, kids. That's the problem. So the safest move is actually h5 myself. Then we try to massage him. It'll be a nuisance. Like, he'll have to worry about this nuisance. Bishop g6 all the time. Jim, what's up? Do you need an ice pack, Morwa? It's hot here. Not as bad in France. Can we break through with b4, sacking a pawn? Very dangerous. Dangerous concept, but interesting. B dynamic. b4, take, rook c6. It's kind of a dangerous idea. What are my other options? Alright, let's go for it. Marwa's 2,300. His record against me is about 33%, it appears. I guess my addition is close. Just an ordinary 2,300 rating. He's a good bullet player. 23-18 and bullet. He needs to concentrate on playing more like long games. So he decided not to take the pawn. I was kind of afraid he would really take the pawn and keep it. I mean, admittedly, it's kind of hard for me to break through here. D6 can happen. We sack a pawn. What does it do, though? Let's not. Let's not rush things. I mean, I might have D6 next. Gotta watch F2, though. F2 is my Achilles heel here. D6. Sacking a pawn for the initiative. Sack a bishop. How do I do that? How can I sack a bishop? I gotta watch the F2. Initiative is much more important than material. Ops colored bishops. Okay, he's bearing down on F2, keeping me busy in that regard. Dog days of summer. What's my rook doing there anyway? It's very hard to break through, I admit. My queen never is allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to do anything. Rook d4. Free range rook. No. Is this mate? Move 40. All right, we won the first game. Very tough Morwa, but Obscular Bishop and Rook Specialist. All right, guys. Got my ice pack. Thank God, I never would have pulled it off without the ice pack. Best idea I ever had. I'll always bring an ice pack to my games against Morwa. All right. Wow, that was a tough one. What's up, guys? Nice warm-up game. Need some water. Not much of an opening. Not much of an opening. Very bad decision of Morwa to play, you know, knight, not to play bishop g4 and let me get his white squared bishop. Because if he had played bishop g4, black has the advantage, I think, out of the opening. I might have even played like bishop f3. Okay, guys, welcome to the stream. International Master William Paschall, aka Sladgie. We're taking challenges from everyone. Someone on sound is up next. Don't have to be a subscriber to challenge. We're going to keep them off balance with white every game. Just keep them out of book. Yeah, you guys might as well give up if Morwa can't beat me. Someone on sound trying to play the Grunfeld. Just imagine after I get a beer. Aggressive move here. I can't remember now if I haven't. By the way, I haven't seen anything from the World or Grand Chess Tour. Knight f6, castles, g6, Pascal Esserman. Someone on sound does not allow. About his draw streak being broken thanks to silly Mamedyarov. Magnus Carlsen is playing like Kasparov. In what respect? Like rating wise? We already knew that. Thanks to the news flash. He's checkmating his opponents. Wow, I'll have to check it out. Maybe he's gotten bored with the old style. Okay, someone on sound. I don't remember what happened the last time, if we had this or not. Catalan. It's no longer really a Grunfeld. I'm playing the Grunfeld, dude. What kind of Grunfeld player are you, someone on sound? You set out to play the Grunfeld and instead you end up having your opponent play the Grunfeld. What are you doing, man? No, I haven't had any time. I'm just crazy busy with my eBay job. Selling useless items. The day job's keeping me pretty busy. In addition to being a chess teacher, I have to sell 10,000 useless items. Well, honestly, Jim, it looks like Naka's been kind of slumping lately, and I think he's probably, his parents agree, I think he's probably streaming chess too much, you know. I think he should probably concentrate on studying rather than being a chess streamer if he wants to play at this level. I certainly wouldn't be streaming every day if I was playing on that level. Queen b6, okay. Just intuition. There's money in streaming. Right. Well, why did we become chess players in the first place, Bob? If we were after money, we would have, like, gotten, like, a financial degree or something like that. I mean, it just doesn't add up, you know? Talk about doing things the hard way. Become a chess player to make money. They were forced into chess by their parents. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Their parents are to blame. So D takes c4. Materialist. Another materialist. This looks like a game I had once before. Well, I guess there's no comparison between the U.S. Championship and, you know, an elite tournament with the best players all over the world. Queen C5, man. I really thought my critical test was going to be more WoW, but it looks like this could be even worse. Okay, I have a crazy idea here. CrazyIdeas.com. Man, this is just a little too much. Oh my god. What a materialistic way to play. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with knight a3. I want to play b3 and allow him to play queen d4 and like trap his queen in the corner. But I mean, it's a little bit too much, I think, to try to do that here. $18.50 should be trash. Yeah, Chess Lover, what's up? Bob thought like the troll was you, Chess Lover. I can't believe it, Bob. After all we've been through, you thought Chess Love was Chess Lover yesterday. I mean, it's so crazy. And I'm talking to Chess Love 27 or whatever like it was Chess Love. Your names are too similar. I have to pay you to get a different name or something. We should like chip in to get him a new handle. Because it's just too confusing with the troll. Even I can't remember who's who anymore. No, this is the real person. Yeah, I mean, it's just too close. But I think the defining thing is that Chess Lover doesn't have numbers in his name. We should keep that in mind, Bob. All right. I just had bishop a3. I hope that didn't win a piece or something. He was behaving normally, but that's one of the things that's notable about that guy. He seems to have, like, episodes. He had another stream where he behaved normally, you know, and it's like probably just a matter of drugs or something else. But anyway. Okay, welcome Chess Lover, who is a subscriber to the stream. Yeah, I noticed that, Mark. Maybe Mark gravitates toward mentally unstable people. I don't know. Nothing wrong with being mentally unstable. But they should get treatment. Bishop b2. Okay, alright. b5, guys. Is this for real? Or is this Memorex? The most insane move possible. So knight a5 or knight a5, right? Why do we go knight e5? Knight a5, bishop a8. Are you serious? GMs, yeah. Somewhat unsound mind. Nothing wrong with that. He's a genius. But someone unsound behaves rather systematically the same way every time. Not changing his behavior from stream to stream. Alright, so why am I not winning a piece here? He's seen further. He's seen further. No, there's another hole in this line. So we don't go for that, we go for this one. Alright, knight b7. Another benefit to playing knight a5 as opposed to knight e5. There's the bonus square. And now it's just a matter of the proverbial technique. little shortage of squares for my queen at the moment. That's the only issue that's kind of bothering me here. Knight f3 is okay with me. Your years of trolling. I wasn't aware you had years of experience. That's a lot. That's serious. Oh man, playing for time again. Yeah, it's hard to believe like online chess has existed for basically 30 years. I mean, if you go back to like the initial first chess sites on the internet, I guess. Knight d5. I was really more concerned about like what, bishop c6 or something. Oh my god, I just mouse slipped. Oh my god. Queen c1, what a stupid square. I meant to put it on c2. The only way you can beat a player who's using an engine with a hippo is if they're like maybe 20 years ago that would work, but they have to be like an incompetent cheater for to beat them at all in the first place. It works against incompetent cheaters. Could you have won a piece there? Summon and Sound is like drastically underrated in Blitz. I've had some trouble with him on time lately. Screen is doing screwy things though, leading to previous mouse slip. So did you have a piece previously here? I thought he had e5, but apparently it doesn't work. I can take on c6. Alright, even I was having hallucinations that you could play this. But it wasn't quite enough. He never completely slimed me in this game. Alright. Interesting opening. Queen c5. This actually happened. Check it out. This has occurred in 2 tournament games. And who played the best move, right? Knight a3. Yours truly, over the board, in a Blitz game, found Stockfish's #1 line when these other mere humans played Knight c3. Knight a3. Theoretical novelty. You saw it here first. Okay. Anyway. Moving on to the next game. Save-A-Dog Bob Sack The only people who know about my stream are my subscribers. This is supposed to be a stream where everybody can play, but it's like only subscribers anyway. That's cool. Okay, guys, support the stream. I brought my ice pack. It's so humid, it's just brutal. Okay, save a dog. Good thing I don't need it for any wounds. I hit my head on the car door today, though. Like the hatchback to my car. I have like a huge welt on my head. Alright, the trunk, essentially, was up, and I just banged my head on it. That was fun. Here we go. The double fianchetto day. No offense or anything. This is probably the least popular master stream. Alright, I'm going to time him out now for that. I just timed out. Hopefully it's less popular now. Just for saying that, Bob's automatically timed out. There's a troll alarm. Even if it was the least popular master stream, I would never say that, like, out loud in the stream. Bob's just dissing me, man. Least popular. It would be more popular if I just banned Bob from the stream permanently. He's probably the #1 reason. I'm not I'm not the most popular master stream because I tolerate Bob. Oh man, just got here, Bob's already blocked. So, castle, what are we doing? Save a dog finds a way to play theoretically against my double fianchetto. Optimal setup. Bob hurt my feelings, and now he's timed out for 10 minutes. Okay, E3. A4, this is the wrong stream. Bob should go watch Esserman. They both care about popularity and financial gain. E3. I care about chess primarily. I don't care if I'm the most popular streamer or not. Bob's Bob, my uncle. Let's forget about Bob. Alright, D6. D for Uncle Bob. I never had an Uncle Bob. Don't really want one. Astrobate, what's up? It was a harsh timeout, of course it was. But I've got to set the tone, Arsenal. Got to keep Bob in line. Spare the rod and spoil the child, Arsenal fan. Once this like creepy old lady like whispered that to me when I was on the MBTA, stoned on the train. I was like, I thought I hallucinated it. This little old lady like said that to me like real quietly. It's like, what is going on? I'm having this like trippy experience. It was just bizarre, and I thought I just made it up in my mind. There's no way. It really happened. It's like, this is the way we've got to treat Bob. Alright. Perfect, solid play by Black. You just sit by yourself. Sit in the corner of the classroom. Bob had that a lot, no doubt. This is a really, really modest opening, but Save a Dog is so like, I don't know how to describe his play. He plays like me. He's very optimal. He doesn't make any weaknesses. I don't understand, man. He's so strong. But he showed us a great game from his live games on Thursday stream yesterday. Really, really masterful game. Look, FC1. Extreme chess moves. FC1 instead of AC1. I love the way that Save a Dog plays. I mean, you never see someone 1707 on lichess playing this tight of a game. No weaknesses. Very compact. He just adapts. White has a slight spatial advantage after c4 in the center, but basically I have quite a modest position. I mean, the double fianchetto shouldn't offer me an advantage, but white should get about an equal game. So, the moment of truth, which way to recapture. It's almost always safer to take, you know, with a piece rather than a pawn. The more pawn moves you make, the more you weaken your position. But if I play bishop takes, he has the option to play b5. If I play pawn takes, I create more imbalance in the position and prevent b5 for whatever that's worth. I think we should try it. Guys, please support the stream. Don't forget my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Also, my eBay page. That's my other job, so you guys have to bid on my eBay items that are up for sale, or I'm going to be very hurt. If I can find the page, I'll share it with you guys. Vintage Japanese tea set for sale. Where'd it go? Don't forget to support the streamer. I don't know if that will work actually. All right, I'll load it later. I think I had the wrong address. Thanks for putting out my YouTube. Thanks for putting out my YouTube there, Arsenal fan. All right, back to the game. We'll do the eBay later. Okay, bishop f5, h3, prophylaxis. Man, I need my ice pack. It's extremely hot here. Some great analysis of Super TGM games. Thank you, Arsenal fan. Well, I think once I sort out my eBay, life at the secondhand market, I might get back to being a full-time chess teacher and chess player again, and that's what I'm really aiming for. But I'm a personal representative now, so I've got to take care of my estate. H3. Professional chess player and personal representative. H3, maybe knight f1, knight e3. I was thinking improving Mr. Knight. I want to keep him off of g4. This is classic Karpov style prophylaxis. I gotta write down my eBay address. Asterbait, do you have my eBay address? Could you share that on the stream for my eBay page if you're listening? Because I can't find it now. I would appreciate it. Too hard to look up stuff. Look up stuff while I'm seriously trying to sell these eBay items. I just started it. So if anybody at all buys anything, you'll be my best buddy forever. I found today a set of dolls from the 1930 World Fair. That's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, original, good condition, World's Fair 1930 dolls, complete set. All different stuff. No, it's all different stuff. I'm not really selling much of my chess stuff. Mostly just like other items, like random items. Antiques, books, mostly like low value stuff. I'm not sure about the chess books. I wasn't really planning on selling my chess library, but we'll see as time ticks down if I have enough I don't want to have to take out like 3 storage units. I have a friend who had to do that. I'll send you my IM title certificate. Is that what you're talking about, or the actual title? Because I don't think I have the right to sell that. $10, man. Oh man, he set up D5. Check him out. Getting dynamic. No, I wouldn't really sell. Actually, I don't even know if I have the certificate for that. I have my FM one, and I have my National Master one, like a certificate, but I don't know. Probably around here somewhere, I have the IM certificate. D5 is positionally strong. It's a great move. And it was only enabled when he played Queen D7. Astrobate shared my eBay. You guys can check out my eBay. Just starting. Bob, you know my greatest insecurity is my ability to play against the London system. 93. Yeah, I know. This bird outside is making like a dripping sound. Very strange. My hair is a great insecurity. Yeah, let's just talk about my insecurities. Dripping bird. Damn, I like that. Two bishops and your chicks for free. It's like Dire Straits, right? Threatening E7 and B7 simultaneously. Mozart's here. That's all they give you, is a certificate? No, actually, I lost my little pin that I got. Mozart, they give you a little pin and a certificate, but I lost the freaking pin somewhere. So now I've got is the stupid certificate. Queen D7. Ironic, right? Mozart asks, is that all I get? And it turns out he's right. There is something else, but it's gone. I guess I could ask for another one. Pay like, I'm sure for a $50 fee. They'll hook me up with a replacement certificate. Just call Asmai Parashvili. He could personally set it up. E6. So what are we doing here? Really tough, tough character. Just save a dog. Hoppa. That's Hungarian for like whoops, but I guess it's sort of international. Mozart, I heard you live in Europe. Is that true? Is that still the case? Or you were? Rook C7. Does anybody say Hopa in other countries, or is that really just a Hungarian thing? Man. 7 and a fork. That's good. I like that. What are we doing? The English guy answers. I said Europeans. You're not part of Europe anymore, Arsenal fan. You don't count. Opa. They say Hopla here in Switzerland. It's all connected. They gotta stop beeping out there. Pressurizing me. Man, Save a Dog does not play like 1700. Now he did, though. He did something crazy with E5. What the heck? Just when he had it under control with like the blockading knight D5, he played a crazy move. It's like his first really bad move of the game at move 26. Man, he's tough. Still not that easy. lose on time? Wow. Just protect the pawns, be materialistic. Yeah, he lost his mind now. But until the end, really tough game. Hoppa. Every country's in dire straits, James. Don't worry. You're not alone. I don't know too many countries that aren't. Bob Sack, Take Back, Arsenal fan. I think the whole world is in dire straits. So don't sweat it. Except, in honor of Independence Day, let's talk about Brexit. No. Bob Sacamano. Alright. Coming fresh off his timeout. He feels refreshed from his recent timeout. Let's play C5. Make the sort of non-book player uncomfortable with D4, C5. Experienced players handle C5 pretty well, but I think players under like 1800 will struggle more against this. Okay, so D4, C5, C3, really annoying move in the spirit of the London system. If I play E6, it's a French advance. If I play D5, it's a Slav reversed. I don't know which is worse. Whatever it is, it's boring. My friend, who's an IM from Hungary, Solanci Emil, plays a lot of D4, C5, and you always get those London system style players who love to play like C3, and the look on the expression, or the expression on the face of the C5 player when one plays like C3 is usually like priceless. That feeling of like sickness and disgust when one plays C3. I can go back to my story about how I played Joel Benjamin. One of the only London system games I ever played, and I literally played D4, D5, Bishop F4. I was in this like Rubinstein kick, so I played a couple Londons. It was like D4, D5, Bishop F4, and Joel played like he liked the Slav, so he played C6, and I played C3. And one or two of you probably heard this story before, but he said he felt physically ill when I played C3. Just not exciting, you know. Anyway, all right. So we're playing a reverse Slav / London system now. What shall we do? We'll try to be a little bit dynamic, even if it's not objectively 100% correct. Knight A6 is not the vulture. No, the vulture is a specific opening. Arsenal fan, Stefan Bucher, German FM or something like that. D4, Knight F6, C4, C5, D5, Knight E4. The vulture. Terrible opening. Okay, E3. The vulture is a great idea for like Weird Wednesday, for my Wednesday streams, which I'm not doing in the summer. But anyways, a great suggestion for Weird Wednesday. Gotta kick out a vulture once in a while. E3, G6. I'm obsessed with double fianchetto. That's like every single game this stream. Bishop B5. What are you doing? That's protected 7 times. He's attacking my D7 pawn. Look out. Putting your bishop in harm's way. Welcome everyone to the stream. Guys, please support the stream. Jim, 1,100 bits this week. Dragon BC with 1,000. Anita, 800. Be generous. Thank you. Knight BD2, D6. One of the things I like to point out when you're playing is that it's generally a good idea, I think, to not attack things for the sake of attacking them. So a lot of people just make automatic moves. Bishop B5, A6. Think about your moves, what the purpose is. Whoa! What just happened? It was a bit bomb. Oh my god, what just happened? Panda, look, check it out. Heartvice and Noodle just donated 5,000. That is crazy. Wow, man, that is insane. Hey, what's happened? Wow. So, this is Macro Panda. Guys, that is the most generous donation we've had for a very, very long time. Heartvice and Noodle has donated recently, but nothing of the magnitude 5,000. That is insane, dude. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much. I mean, thanks to Heartvice and Noodle. Bishop takes d7, giving up your bishop for no good reason. Obrigado. Thanks, everybody's thankful. I mean, I think the whole stream is thankful. People that generously donate, you know, make the stream possible for everybody. I mean, if I had no support, I'd probably have to stop doing this. So, yeah, I mean, everyone can thank Heartvice and Noodle, and I think that's cool. Obviously, I'm the one who benefits most from it, but I think for everybody, it's awesome. The one move threats, yeah, I mean, you don't want to generally. Which rook do I want to use here? I guess the A rook. Bob, you have a lot of weaknesses on your white squares. I'm just kind of blown away by that donation. It's a huge, generous donation from Heartvice and Noodle. Insane. 5,000 bits in one shot. I'm stunned. Very, very generous, sir. So Bob, see, the thing is that Bob plays all different openings. He doesn't play the same repertoire over and over again. A London system specialist would never have done this, because that's the good bishop. Okay, nevertheless, we've got a game to play. Swiss cheese opening. White square Swiss cheese. I got my this is my, it's so humid here. It's not that hot, but it's extremely humid where I'm at. H3, good move, Bob. Okay, we're going to endgame land with a bishop. This has been the theme of the day. Fianchetto the bishops, take things on the long diagonals. But Bob has put almost all of his pawns on dark squares. And it's not so much that his London system bishop is necessarily bad. The problem is the weakness on the white squares. I can overrun him on white squares. What would Acerbate do? Wow, Nefedov had the pleasure to talk to Robert Houdart earlier this evening. He seems to be a nice guy. Okay, I do not know him. He's the author of the program Houdini. Where is he from, Nefedov? And when you said you spoke to him live or online? Not that it really matters, but out of curiosity. Belgium. This is a live conversation or somewhere online? Just interested. Were you drinking Belgian beer by any chance? The last time, oddly enough, the last time I saw Nefedov, we were drinking Belgian beer. Do you think it's coincidence? Or, you know what? Online, that's how we start things these days. He spams Son of Kaisha's simul chat. So I'm threatening nothing with Queen C6. Nothing like the threat of nothing. Maybe C4? Silly? Bob has a huge time edge. I was so overwhelmed by Heartvice and Noodle's donation that I basically froze for 2 minutes. If you guys missed it, Heartvice and Noodle just donated 5,000 bits in addition to the other generous donations we had this week. All right, take me to the end game, Bob. Don't take me to the end game. Bob knows my reputation when the queens get exchanged as to how deadly I am, and that's why he didn't want to trade queens here. All right. Mercy killing. Assisted suicide. Take back is up next. Arsenal fan. Non-stop. Bob just wants to make me look good. He went straight to the end of the game. He avoided the end game and went to the end of the game. All right. E4. Take back. Tough player. All of you guys are underrated. Wow. NHNHNH22. I'm not going to ever say that again because it's like ridiculous to read it letter by letter, but you love this channel. It's my midnight chess intake here in Germany. You know what? I'm happy because I was doing these streams on Friday and Monday earlier, but I really can't. I need the middle of the day to do my second job, which is selling an estate. So I need the legal hours, legal business hours to work on other stuff. It's easier for me to stream at 5:30 like this. So if you European guys are okay with it, I'm very, very happy. That's a good news to hear. Bishop e5, d6. Obviously the time is good for Westerners from North America, South America, but it's a little sketchy for the European guys. Is all the time invested in the estate worth the opportunity cost? Bob, I don't have another choice. That's the problem, you know. Bob, I like it when you talk economics with me. Brings me back to college. Chirping's very close. I'm getting a little scared. Bob, it's a very good argument, but I'm not gonna like sell item by item on eBay. I'm just trying, you know. If it doesn't sell, it goes to the dump, where I call in like a dump run guy and he'll just rummage through it, and you know, the important things. Yeah, I know. I have a friend from Hungary, Bob, who I asked about what to do, and my friend, who's all business, he was like, yeah, I clean out the house in 10 days. Did I read your message? Probably not. Did you send me like a personal message? Oh, you sent me a personal message. Hate mail. I always check my hate mail live when I'm streaming. No, I'm just kidding, guys. All right. So anyway, thank you for the personal message. Queen d4. This is not theory. I had someone else who played this against me. Maybe more who was here earlier. You know what? It was a stream that was like 2 weeks ago, and I showed this position to International Master Joe, who's my buddy, who was hanging out with me here at the house for a while. Am I available to play the tournament in November? God, Nefedov, I don't know. I have to like sell a house by November. That's really my biggest priority. I really don't know about that stuff yet. Bigger fish to fry right now. So e5. November's kind of tough. It's possible though, you know, but it's very hard for me to commit to stuff. A lot's going to be happening in the next month or two, so it's really, really hard for me to know what my schedule is going to be like in November. I'll know a lot more in September and like August. You'll take it as a no. Okay. Take it as a no if you want to, but it wasn't a no. Castle's e5. You can take it as a maybe, you can take it as a no, whichever. So queen c4. Threatening this, threatening this. Queen c7. The no Yudov. No Fudov. Alright. That's pessimistic, but that's fine. I mean, it's very possible like all my business could get resolved by November, but it wouldn't be fair for me to say like, yes, definitely. You know, I can't make promises. I'm not going to make promises that I can't keep. You know, obviously that's not cool. So Someone else wants me to play in a team championship here in February. I don't know whether I'm going to be here or in Hungary in February. So it's very hard for me to commit to that as well. Was I up to British drinking standards? I think I easily make it. You think e5 was more accurate on move 6, Mozart? I'm thinking you're right, Mozart, that in my other game, when I played this like 2 weeks ago, when International Master Joe was here, he actually suggested e5 right away. And White had an opportunity to play e5 and didn't take it. So Mozart and International Master Joe are correct. I should play e5 directly and not give White a second chance to play that e5. You know, it's ironic though, because this kind of line, this kind of position in the Moscow variation or checkover variation or whatever it's called, it's usually bad for black to like play e5 in certain structures. But I think that's more like where White has played c4. If White is the pawn on c4, like a Marazzi, he can do like a lever with c5 in the structure, Igor Foigl style. Mozart knows what I'm talking about. And I remember a game between Mozart and Igor Foigl. Damn, dude. That's weird. It just like popped up in my mind. I think it was Mozart against Igor Foigl. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm confusing it. I mean, my memory's not that flawless. But now that I like sit here and think about it, do you remember that? Is it possible I could remember such a thing? What are we doing? Rook e8. Nah, just d5, man. I think I gotta go for it. You never played Foigl. Okay, so it's my bad. I don't know why I thought it was you. It could have been one of your close colleagues. His initials are I.O. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought it was Mozart, but it could have been maybe one of his friends. I don't know why I would have assumed that. Somebody had a game with Foigl in a Marazzi type of thing where they played e5 in the wrong kind of position and got wrecked with like c4, c5. But since White hasn't played c4 here, I'm a little bit worried about my center being too vulnerable now. So we have an interesting game, in fact. Can't maintain the center anymore. Bob's like, there's a composer, yeah. All right, bishop on e6 is not that important, but I do like the bishop pair. We also have time to worry about knight g4. Knight g4. Does that lose a piece? Probably. Bishop d7. Bishop d7 is going to cause a lot of aggravation for me. Overprotect. This really wasn't the best move. I'm getting in time panic mode. Thank you guys for subscribing. NHH, HNH, I can't say it. Thank you. Hard Vice and Noodle for the donation again. Cheers, everyone. So the IO played Igor and Marazzi and got wrecked. So maybe that's why I associated you with that game. I don't know. It was something to do with that structure. Playing e5 in a... He basically played e5 in a checkover variation position. Or, well, he like took with the b pawn on c6 when you're supposed to take with the bishop. And so he got this weird structure where he played e5 and then got wrecked. Yeah. But I think I messed this position up a little bit. Black's still probably okay. Possibly better. But I feel I could have played it. Like the last move in particular looks not the best. I'm not so worried about 96. That probably is good for me. That's kind of a bad bishop. It's a good bishop and it's a bad bishop. Knight g4 would have been 96, queen h2 check, king f1, and I'm just busted, I think. So Takeback and I are both down to 1 minute. Lately I've been playing a lot extracurricularly, so I'm not reacting real well in situations where I'm in time pressure. Not quite up to snuff. Another second-rate move, but I don't want to exchange on b3. I didn't want to trade queens at all. I didn't want to give him access to knight c6. I mean, that was the move that actually concerned me the most here, was this. But probably I can play like bishop c5, let him take on f6, actually. Now we're going to have to watch for tactics. Tactics based on knight e4. Like right about now. I think I'm losing a pawn. That's alright, though. No one's perfect. We have the in-between move. Bishop takes c3. Then he has an in-between move. Queen, knight c5. Ugh. Bishop c3, knight c5. So I think I'm better off just like losing a pawn here. Just lost a pawn. Now we're clearly worse. But at least we're not lost. Like, not straight up lost. Slamming. I think he was getting slammed, actually, but I made one move. A one-move mistake. And now I'm worse. I unslammed him. I basically went from clearly better to clearly worse in one move. It's like playing Nimzovich. Nimzovich himself. Alright, I'll take a draw here. Down a pawn. Objectively, I'm clearly worse. I mean, I guess it's not that bad with the double pawns there. Now, I'm not really clearly worse anymore. The engine actually thinks I'm better. I don't know, maybe. But it was just a catastrophe. If you guys can see when I played, where's the analysis board? Why don't I have an option to go to analysis board? Is that weird? Or is it just me? I have to do request computer analysis? Alright, whatever. This is the analysis board. So, man, I had a good game prior to this. This rook e8 move. I mean, I like black here. My last move is bad too. I mean, queen d7 is bad. It's a waste of time. Best move according to the engine. Alright, queen d7 is alright. But this move is just a blunder, rook e8. I forgot that he could take on f6 first. So rook b8 or something like that. I like black here. I seriously think that black is slightly better. Maybe I was exaggerating with a clearly better. But this is just a blunder. Bang, bang, bang. I lose a pawn. This is the best I can do, just be down a pawn. And luckily, you know, it's just a pawn. Now it's worse than a pawn. I'm down a pawn with a positional disadvantage as well. And here he missed knight b4, which is a really strong move. Setting up a blockade. This is a much, much stronger move than the text move. After this, I'm really gonna have to. It's gonna have to be a miracle to save the game, probably after knight b4. But after the text move, rook e2, e4, and once I play d4, I think I'm more or less in a situation where I have good chances to save the game. Here. Alright guys, let's move on. So a draw has been had. It's 6:51. We're streaming till 8 o'clock. Let's get some more challenges. We started at 5:30 till 8. We've got plenty of time. Arsenal fan and Nefyadov. I guess I've got a very loyal following, but we don't have like that many random people following or watching the stream. Alright, Arsenal fan. I'm white again. Alright. What are we going to do? Keep you guys out of book. What's that? I said that earlier. You got time. That's not exactly the word you used. You didn't need to say that I was the least popular streamer, something like that. You need to be a little bit more polite, Bob. Hurting my feelings, you know. I have feelings too, Bob. Believe it or not. Alright. We're going to go with something weird. No, I'm not going to hug you. I don't want you, you know, doing anything inappropriate. Alright. So this is some kind of Riprincev Scandinavian reversed. Knight c3 with queen d3. I wonder about that. That's probably not good here. Maybe I ought to just go back. The queen a4 is probably a move. What's up, Asterbait? 300,000 views on Twitch. Yeah, not bad. Whew. I don't want to hug Bob. I need my ice pack. It's so humid here. It's devastating. I think that's my excuse for the last game. It's starting to get... Listen, guys, next stream is on Sunday. There's no Saturday stream. It's my day off. But we do have a Sunday stream. It's my simul stream. What would Alexander Riprincev do? What's the idea? With the queen on a4, how can we make white's position work? Get the bishop outside the pawn chain and castle queenside? Go for it? Like crazy? Bigger than most cities. It is a Scandinavian reverse take back. That's precisely what it is. I don't know why I'm just kind of in the weird openings today. Maybe I miss our Wednesday weird opening stream or something. Humidity is something else, though. It's better than being 100 degrees, I guess, like it was in Budapest recently. Arsenal's playing very calm, very solid with d6. He doesn't try to overextend. Very safe move. Queen h4. Tempting. We'll play the same way. Very solid, not overextending. All of our opponents are fairly tough. No easy games. And it seems like everyone's underrated. Arsenal fan, Nefidov. Okay, Morwaz's gotten up there. He's 2,300. Take Back, Drew Me, HTFP. All you guys who are subscribers are very committed to the game. How does this queen play? Queen h4. That's my views on Twitch. Acerbate has 2. Acerbate, did you upload your class or something you were talking about? The peer pressure makes you play better. Bishop 5. So solid. So what's next, like b5? I have a bad feeling about this. I knew that was coming somehow. Oh, he wants to take, like, with the pawn, the F pawn? You weaken your white squares if you do that. Never forgive yourself. Fuchsia's here. She can tell us what opening this is. It's a Dunst opening, right? Knight c3, e5, d4. E takes d4. And it probably has a variation name. What do you call this? The e takes d4, queen takes d4, Dunst. Bishop c4, check. How can he play at midnight after working all week? Yeah, right. Heavy dose of alcohol can do wonders. And those birds are out of control. All right. What do? We migrate over here. Speaking of birds. Migrate over here? Reverse Scando. Look at those white squares. White square love. Queen h3. And I've got a lesson after the stream. Don't let me forget. That's Jim's job to remind me. Remind me I have a lesson after the stream, please, Jim. Your job every 2 weeks. Don't forget to check out the eBay. The eBay offerings for the week. All right, I'm going to play f4. You know what? I don't see anything happening here. Theoretically, he could have play along the e-file, but it's just not happening here. So Mozart thought bishop f3 was winning in exchange. I was trying to think about bishop f3 before, but I was scared where my queen was positioned that there'd be some sort of tactics. The idea occurred to me. I couldn't figure out how to make it work. 13 bishop f3. I looked at it, but I was terrified of discoveries for some reason. I guess I looked at like something crazy like knight h5, thinking that knight h5 was a problem. It's not a problem, Mozart? The knight h5? Now I need a plan. Once again. Need plan. Will travel. My queen's getting in the way of the pawn storm. Incidentally, Arsenal fan Richie happens to be a OTB tourney. A real over-the-board player. Okay, what are you talking about? What am I doing with my queen there? I don't know why I put my queen there. Oh, knight e4. No idea if this works. Look at that, rook b6. Nice move. How does this work? I take. Take anyway. Fear no evil. National Master Joel Johnson. Fear no evil. Fear no ghosts. There's a ghost in the stream just as I take on d6. So on knight h5 I had queen g4. And an in-between move. Whatever it is, it sounds good. I did not see that far. Anonymous cheerer with 100 bits. Who could that be? Bob's at it again. Thank you, Anonymous cheerer. Oh no. How can you do that? He resigned. But why? No resign. He resigned out of anger with himself for putting his queen on prees, but it's not clear that I'm actually winning material here after knight e8. I'm not actually winning anything, like, directly. Right? I mean, I'm up a pawn. Is it that clear? The computer likes it. Oh, I've got, like, rook takes d7. I thought maybe I have this. Here? This doesn't work. What? Oh, that's protected. Whoa, Anonymous Cheerer just donated 1,000 mega cheer. Insane. Thank you, Anonymous Cheerer. Anonymous Cheerer doesn't get to be on the list, though, unfortunately. They should put Anonymous Cheerer in the list, too. But they are anonymous. They don't want to be noted. Thank you, Anonymous Cheerer. So, knight e8, rook e6, knight c7, rook e3. What's happening? Bishop f6, knight f6. The computer says I'm like up 3 because his rook is trapped on e3. That's pretty crazy. I saw that, of course. It was all part of the plan. So good resignation, Arsenal fan. You saw all this. You saw your rook gets trapped on e3, and that was it. Good job. He saw it pretty much, and that's why he resigned. NHN, if you could, I mean, I don't mind that much because you just subscribe. But if you don't mind, you could re-challenge me to 5+3 instead of 5+0. I would appreciate it because that's our kind of theme. It gives me more time to talk about the game. Nefidai was up next in the meantime. All right. Nefedov. Oh no. Nefedov's tough. Nefedov is really tough. We've got to keep him out of book. Let's play knight c3 as well. So he said, I refused to play c6 because it looked too passive. It was the engine move. In what position, Arsenal fan? By the way, are you talking about c6? Taking Nefedov out of book. Anti-Nefedov. Keep my knight off of d5. Well, initially you had a knight on c6. Well, at some point you played c5, right? So basically, instead of playing c5, you wouldn't cede the d5 square to white. I can see that, of course. You don't really want to do that. Do you really want to hurt me? Okay, no more Boy George. That is Boy George, right? Nefedov, what's up, man? Nefedov may have been hit by a bus or something. I don't know. He was crossing the tube, and his connection went down. Bob will come up with something morbid, but I think Nefedov simply lost his internet. He usually is very regimented. Never would diss us by not showing up. Is it cheating if I listen to the stream while playing? Absolutely not. I mean, most people I think do, but it can be distracting. It can actually be detrimental, because like when I used to consultation play Blitz with like Gingy, this happens every time. You're hanging out with a friend. If you're sitting there, and even in live games when you're playing with your friends and you're hanging out and you're sitting there and you're two of you. Actually, we've done it sometimes with friends of mine have played consultation games. So like me and a friend against a friend and another friend. And it's a fun exercise actually to play two, tandem games where you alternate moves. Extremely hard to do because you really have a hard time coordinating your ideas. That's the same thing when you're listening to the stream. It's probably best, in many cases not to. All right, Nefedov is gone. So we're going to take this challenge from NHN and let Nefedov come back when he's ready. All right, we simply lost Nefedov's internet. It's too late for him to, though, be on the train or something. So he's obviously having home internet issues. Maybe his wife just unplugged the internet because he's been playing too much chess. Maybe it's me. Okay, birds screaming children. How dare you play on 4th of July weekend with your family and friends outside and distract my stream. It's too hot here to close the windows, guys, so we're gonna have to listen to screaming kids. But I do have luckily I have my ice block. NHN, are you with us? This is our second player who's not here. Oh, I'm supposed to move. Wait a minute. I just canceled Nefedov's challenge. Wait, did I just do that? Wait, I just didn't make a move? I just canceled Nefedov's challenge? And I was white and it was my turn to move and I just was too busy talking and I forgot? Wait, was it just... or did I move? I forgot. Did I move against Nefedov? I guess I'm just hallucinating now. Suddenly I'm sitting here like forgetting to move against NHN, and then I'm thinking like, did I just do the same thing against Nefedov? Am I losing my mind? But I moved against Nefedov. All right. I'm like, sorry, Neffy. No, I actually made a move. All right. Sometimes I actually do that. I forget like I have to move. Or I make 2 moves in a row. Another funny circumstance. In the Telegraph game, the Finsbury Park defense scored a famous victory. Okay, what is the Finsbury Park defense? Was that game I just played? Are you talking about that? A lot of times I play Bishop G5, but let's go classical. Every game in high school was a consultation game with Boris yelling, "Move horse." Right. The game says, lichess says my game with Nefedov is still running. Nefedov must be, like, disconnected. I've seen that happen before. Bishop e2 I just played against bishop g4. It might be more accurate to play bishop e3, though. This is actually not such a bad line. I have a pretty good score against it. I beat Walt Whitman once. And I beat Craig Jones. Maybe Whitman drew the game against me. He was worse, though, actually. Knight d7 is unusual. Usually black plays like knight c6 here. Deep breath. Or knight fd7. So knight bd7. Doesn't put as much pressure on my center. I would assume then, you know, probably I should just castle. I mean, I can do anything. So Percy Epworth, the game versus Richie, yeah. It's called the Finsbury Park defense. Now, this almost transposes to some kind of normal King's Indian if I push to d5. I'm just trying to calculate some weird line like knight c5, bishop c5, dc5, knight e5, bishop e2, queen e2. Normally that knight would approach the center probably from a6 to go to c5. I'm curious about this, though. Maybe he's got some really cool idea, like take rook e8 and just try to equalize. This is just obviously losing a piece. But seriously, bishop e2, queen e2. And then we have to calculate knight e4 or, well, probably knight e4 is not enough. Like bishop e2, queen e2, knight e4, queen e4, rook e8, f4, f6 is better for white. But maybe like bishop e2, queen e2, rook e8 right away. But still I have f4. It's probably not quite enough for black. It's interesting though. In that line, like bishop e2, queen e2, rook e8, f4, knight h5, and black still might have enough counterplay. Nefedov, what's up? You're back. All right, I'm sorry to... I just wanted to calculate this variation, what he should have played there. The text move loses a piece. How much compensation does he have? Not much. Somewhere between not much and nothing. Mozart said, I thought his idea was to take on f3 before taking on c5. And that looks completely fine. Yeah, I mean, I think that actually, like, the entire concept of playing bishop takes c5 for me was probably harmless. And that I'm an idiot, Mozart, and that actually I should play knight d2 instead of bishop takes c5. But if I play knight d2, where's my king? Am I castled yet? I was castled already. Yeah, so actually, if I just simply play knight d2 here, I have a good game. It's like a very standard sort of position. Knight d2, bishop e2, queen e2, white is slightly better. Trading the white square bishop eliminates that King's Indian piece that sacrifices itself on h3. So bishop takes c5, bishop takes f3, as Mozart suggested, you know, should pretty much like equalize for black. Yeah, we both made mistakes. Now I'm just up a piece. Was Ronan rated today? Good thing he is winning. What are you talking about? Did I play a rated game today? Yeah. My game with Nefidai was rated and it's still running. Is that what we're talking about? Is that happening? Nefidai would never challenge me to a rated game. Unless required to do so by law. What did you mean, Astrobate? I was running rated. I didn't play any rated today. I hope. I might have. Sometimes I'll play one and I didn't realize. Sometimes on the stream it happens. Not lately. Neffy is fun, 2-7. It's my move now. Alright. We'll see if we can get back there. Fine. What do I do now? This is kind of an irritating position. It's hard to make progress even with the extra piece. He's got such good control of the e-file. It's going to take a while to kind of break black down. And with obscular bishops, obviously it's very hard for me to get control of the dark squares here. Let me see if I can pick that game up after this. Message from your sponsors. Ooh, bishop takes g3. Can't have too much stuff on white squares when the opponent has an unopposed dark square bishop. You can always sack what? You can always sack the exchange for the bishop. Yeah, I mean, a great way to win many times in chess is giving back, you know, for charity. I gave back today at the consignment store. Greedy move, b3. The big consignment store in chess. Ooh, g5, not good. But I'd like to thank NHN for subscribing. So what we're talking about earlier was like bishop takes c5 was a mistake. It looks like Mozart points out analysis board. You can play bishop takes f3. This is Joseph Fang against Yefim Traeger, ironically. A game played here in New England. Uncle Joe from our stream, when he was still active 20 years ago, played the exact same move as me. This actually is good for white, or is it? Wait a minute. Joe played bishop e3. How does that work? Wait, wow. How does that work? It could always be like a notation mistake. Why wouldn't black have this? Are you serious? You mean like g4? Uncle Joe getting tricky. Trigger must have been freaking out. What is this for real? This actually works. It's a little bit murky though. I'm kind of surprised that Joe would have gone for this. I'm surprised the Traeger didn't take. That's weird. I mean, after this, it's just like better for white. Bishop e2, queen e2. Very simple position. But I think even better would be not to take, you know, so in other words, just like knight d2. If I wasn't castled, he has this trick, like, sometimes there's a knight d3 in this type of position. If I'm not castled yet, he would have like knight d3 check. But here, yeah, Wladimir Schmidt, very strong player, Polish grandmaster, had this position unable to convert in 1987. But this looks very good for white. I don't know why. Joe must have had the same hallucination that I did. Black would automatically recapture. But it's funny, you know, how bad is this, actually? Let's see, knight takes e5, bishop e2, queen e2, knight e4, queen e4. Okay, I admit this looks good for white, like f4, because if f6, you just chill, and then play like the sealer sweeper with f5. I mean, this looks very, very good for white, positionally. But maybe he could play, I thought, bishop e2, queen e2, rook e8, and then the question is f4, Knight h5. That's what I'm talking about. But apparently it's not enough. It's like knight d3, and he's down a central pawn. It looks a little scary. Check. King h1. Threaten mate in 1. But it's all a lie. Acerbate, there's no mate in 1. We'll just defend against it. It looks scary, but it's all just a scam. Anyway, thank you for the game, guys. We've got time for a couple more games. I'll go to the what do you call it? The lobby and start finding victims. After g4 in that variation, black has g5, right? Creating a retreat square. Yeah, I'm honestly like, I only played the guy Traeger once, and I lost. In an Alyakin defense, I was on tilt in this tournament. I had lost another game, and I was angry. So I don't really know him too well, but it seems like a strange moment, you know, to chicken out and not take that pawn on e4. I would think you would try it. Play Nefedov first. Okay. Whoops, I went to the wrong place. All right, let me close that. Play Nefedov first. He's still waiting. It's ridiculous. Seriously. Copy. All right, we'll try to play Nefedov first. Thank you, Fuchsia. Here, I don't know what's up with this link. Go. Go. Blah. All right, knight c3, knight f6. This is ridiculous. Nefedov giving me more time. All right, we're still playing. Cool. Let's see. What is the repertoire for Nefedov? He plays the Spanish. Oh, there won't be any Spanish. It'll be a Vienna game if I play e4. e4, e5. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make him play the black side of Vienna. He's a good sport. He waited all day to play this game. Awesome. We got him back. Thanks for reminding me. My brain is like too much on the brain. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. All right. So this is fun, although I don't know the theory too well. Blitz is faster than bullet in real life. So why isn't it... What? Right, okay. Anyways. Bishop g2, this is kind of like the main line. Thank you, Bob. Maybe you could post another link to a picture of the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Bishop c5. Knight f3, this is theory. No, normally they play, wait a minute. Normally they play bishop d6 here. Or knight c6 and bishop d6. Is there something wrong with bishop c5? Did we catch Nefedov? Caught Nefedov out with an unusual position. Aunt Brittany's here. Great. Had to get that in. I believe in thinking. The more thinking, the better your game, believe it or not. Playing longer games actually improves your chess. I know that's difficult for some people to understand. Okay, h3. Wow, Nefedov giving up the white squares across the board. Take it with the bishop or the queen? Both are good. This protects f2. I feel like Nefedov somehow, this whole delay affected him, and he can't play his best. But he's still going to be cagey. Use that B file. Every time you have a double pawn, don't forget it gives you an open file. Half open file, to be precise. Maybe it's prep. I don't think so. I think we just kind of like took him off guard. Plus, first of all, the opening messed him up. He's probably not that well prepared for knight c3. Secondly, there was the big delay. And I know when I have like a big delay, It definitely breaks your concentration. I mean, you see it in sports all the time. Like in baseball, if there's this like big delay, like the pitcher takes 2 minutes to throw the ball, it totally messes with you mentally. Any sport, a big delay is gonna really affect people's concentration. When there's a distraction in the tournament hall or something, I think a lot of people make blunders. So what's up with rook takes b7? I'm just taking this. Yum. He's gonna trap my rook? For real? It looks pretty serious. He's seriously gonna play bishop b6 and try to trap my rook. Alright. Very well. It's better than for the pitcher to wait. There's always these ongoing battles in American baseball. American baseball as opposed to other baseball. But constantly this issue crops up. One's trying to mess up the timing of the other. d4. Nefev, you have no white square bishop. We have to make you pay for that somehow. But how? I want to sack a pawn here. Just don't see how I can do it. How about queen h5, like probing move? There's gotta be something. Doesn't seem right though. I could regret that last move. Probably it was a mistake. We just reset and do over. I made a bad move, queen h5. I guess it doesn't work. I could be in trouble now. Not in trouble, but I lost the thread a little bit. Queen h4, where do you want to go? Loss of thread. That's alright, we still have this powerful bishop. It's a little negated by that pawn on c6, but I still prefer white here. Marcus Stroman. Yeah, man, he does all kinds of weird stuff. All kinds of weird stuff to mess with you. Fast. Quick pitching, they call it. I mean, a lot of times the hitters are constantly stepping out as well. It gets difficult to watch the game sometimes. You played stickball. It sounds like my dad's stories from the Depression, when they didn't even have a decent baseball. Alright, queen c4. What's up, man? Nefedov collapsing. What happened here? He was doing so well. Now it's like queen e6 bailing on his pawn. Let's say I take the pawn on b7. How is he going to trap my rook? Exactly. Like, I don't think he's going to trap my rook. I just don't see it. He needs a white square bishop or something. The knight is so far from attacking my rook. How's he going to attack it? Baseball suffers from serious speed of play issues. Some of the games take like over 4 hours. It's like a little too much. Yeah, Cora wasn't that great a player. I'm talking about baseball on a chess stream. What is this? The poor Europeans watching are like, oh my god. Okay. What's happening in the Women's World Cup? Is it over? When is the final for Women's World Cup? Did it already happen? I'm so attuned to the news. I don't even know what's going on. It's on Sunday. Man, look at that connection. The F7. The F7 club. On d4. Play knight b6. This way we get to undouble our pawns. Okay, you still have no threat to trap my rook. This is starting to look good. What if I could trap his queen somehow? She didn't play versus England. That's true. There was an injury. What am I doing here? Oh no. Astrobate's gonna love this. He's gonna submit it for the Thursday subscriber stream. No. Alright. Kind of a cheap shot. Actually, bishop f4 is probably not a great move. I wanted to play it just to activate all my pieces, but I'm not sure. He has like queen f6. It's actually better just to take the pawn on d4. I couldn't resist playing for the cheapo. I thought queen f6 here. I guess I have bishop e5. I saw this. But Nefedov, bishop c5. We caught him in a very rare hole in his opening preparation. Maybe it's not. Actually, bishop c5 has a good score. Okay. Bishop c5 has a good score. Knight f3. Oh, he played bishop g4. Okay, so he just lost his mind on move 7. He saw it had a 100% score. What? Heather Richards. R.I.P. So, man, white lost this. Bishop g4 is a horrendous move for black. Having to give up the white squared bishop. Man, I mean, that's terrible. A very, 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 very rare mistake from Nefedov. Strategically, playing bishop g4. Okay, guys, we've got time for like 2 more games. So if anyone else wants to challenge, I'm going to go find a victim. I love this part. Guys, please support the stream. Heartvice and Noodle, thank you again with 5,000 bit donation. Jim with 1,100 this week. Dragon BC with 1,000. Anita's not here tonight. 800. Delacorda and Never Odd or Even. Thank you guys for supporting the stream again and subscribing. Jim just donated another 100. This is a good system, you know. I think that G3 is a cool way to play, and a lot of people with black don't really know how to play this. Andy Soltis talks about the system in his book Confessions of a Grandmaster. It's a good, like, sort of surprise weapon for white. But normally, I would think like most people play like bishop d6, knight c6. The G3 Vienna was part of the Emery Tate repertoire. Very, very important to note. Anyway, the late great Emery Tate, and it rhymes. Let's go grab a game. Create a game. Grab the lobby. The transpo tricks in chess? I didn't know that. Rated, casual. Why is there no increment? Is my setting? No, it's just random. Rated. 3-1 rated. I should make it just casual, but normally when I'm not streaming, I'm willing to play rated games, so let's find a casual victim. Casual 30, Macaulay Culkin. Soltis wrote some really good books and some kind of bad books. Okay, Arsenal fan. Felt sorry for us, challenged us. 3-2. Arsenal, did we already play? We already played. He's getting a bonus game. Wow. A very rare bonus game. Keep Arsenal off. It's like my Wednesday stream. I'm playing weird stuff today. Don't feel like being conventional. Soltis just wrote a lot of books, you know, but he is an actual writer, so when he put his heart in it, he wrote some good books. The Revenge Game. Unfortunately, when you start writing chess books for money, there's a tendency to start cranking out books that, you know, your heart isn't in it when you do anything, I guess. I'm tempted to play e5. How would that work? Like totally mental? Just for fun. Eric Schiller. Rest in peace, Eric Schiller. Yeah, Schiller also. He was a master. He was capable of writing good books, but he wrote a lot of not so good books as well. Okay, e5 did not take. I think taking must be critical there. Those birds are just going off. All right, we'll gain some time. Try to gain some time on this bishop or queen, what have you. Quite the unusual opening here. I think Fuchsia is going to have a hard time identifying this variation. Can you identify the bird that's making that sound? The bird is the word, a North American bird, hopefully. Knight c6. Knight b3 is asking what were good books by Schiller. Don't know, but I'm don't put me on the spot like that, okay? It's embarrassing. I'm sure the law of averages would mean that probably he wrote some good books. Why do you have to be? It's like a talk show or something. I would be bad if it was a talk show. Alright, what are we going to do? Seriously, it's none of my problem anyway. I don't care if Eric Schiller wrote good books or bad books. Not my problem. Bishop e3. I don't write bad books. I don't write any books. And if I did write a book, it would be a good book, I guarantee. Because that's the way I am. Usually a good book is followed by a bunch of trash to cash in on success. That's probably true of a lot of things, especially like movies. Alright, what are we going to do here? I'm a little concerned with knight c3. I was even thinking of f5. That's just completely mental. Let's develop a piece. I believe in developing pieces. Astrobate's going to like this one. Hopefully we create such a weird position that even an experienced player in the 1800s... So what is this? Oh no. Edward Winter. Edward Winter is pretty brutal, dude. Bob's busting out the Edward Winter. That's not good. Edward Winter. Very serious dude. Alright. It's kind of the anti-Schiller. What are we going to do? I mean, Edward Winter didn't really write books. He's more of a reviewer. He's a chess critic, you know. That's harsh, you know. Chess critics are harsh. What are we going to do? Knight d2. How do I break out from this bind? Bishop d6. I mean, basically he's going to just win a pawn on b5. I can't just lose a pawn for nothing, can I? Bishop b4, a3. I'm not giving up my dark square bishop for nothing. So what am I supposed to do? b4? That feels wrong too. But I'm going to run out of time if I don't make a move pretty soon. Alright, we're going to convert this to a really weird King's Indian, I guess. The bane of the St. George defense is like there is no good way to decide what to do with your overextended extended fianchetto on the queen side, you can either like trade it off, which is bad, let him take your pawn, which is bad, or you push to b4, which is bad. Usually you have this choice between like 3 different bad things. Very strong move now from Arsenal fan with knight h3. Masterful handling of the knights. Agard's books are good, of course. He's a very professional writer. Actually, Muleskinner, who's Danish, was on the stream yesterday commenting on the fact that Agard is a good writer. I don't think anyone would argue. Agard, right? I'm saying Agard. I'm terrible with Scandinavian and many pronunciations. Agard. I'm still pronouncing it wrong, but I'm getting closer to the correct pronunciation. Right, Panda? Okay, g6. We're going to play a King's Indian. It's a very strange King's Indian, admittedly, but it is. Because we like our dark square bishop. He's part of the family, ready to play. It's a really weird, same-ish King's Indian now, where I fianchettoed my queenside bishop and white played knight d2 instead of knight c3. Overall, kind of dubious for me. Maybe dubious for white as well. Even if someone was passionate but the book wasn't conceptually sound, I would say it's a decent book, like John Watson's Secrets of Modern Chess Strategy. You know, who you reminded me of when you said that? You know, another thing is like passionate books that aren't that well laid out, like Mihai Suba's book on the hedgehog and his other book, Dynamic Chess Strategy. They're like terribly laid out, like randomly, like without any sort of, you know, reason for this to be there and that to be over there. But the passion that he puts into it makes up for it. Yeah. So I see your point kind of in the same way there with Arsenal fan Richie getting all positional with me. Look at this. Knight f4 onto the d5 square. That is an advanced move. Strategic. This is not about tactics. Fully strategic. Now what do I do? I want tactics. Any reason why you're eating cookies? E3 is hanging? There are no breaks. Yeah, I was trying to get in d5 earlier, but that obviously didn't happen. Arsenal fan is like a positional genius. God, man. Wow. Positional genius. Oh, I just lost a pawn for nothing. Wow, nice. Forgot that was even hanging. That's what you get for the extended fianchetto. Now we gotta like slime him. It's a Benko. But anyway, like taking it was bad. I mean, I was getting roasted down the C file if I take. So it was like lose a pawn or have yourself like strategically roasted down the C file. It seemed better to just lose a pawn, even though I didn't realize I was losing it, because the other option just seemed bad. If that makes sense, you know? It doesn't really matter. I'd rather lose a pawn and not get killed strategically than lose a pawn. Pachman's middle game book. Pachman also has no, I'm getting confused with someone else. Never mind. Pac-Man. Please let this be okay for me. He can sack a piece now. Do your worst. Anything's worse than just losing that b4 pawn for nothing. Now we're out of the woods. Yes. Do we take with the bishop or with the knights? Knights and the Benoni, I guess. I don't know. Not really sure about this, but it's better than it should have been. He could have taken the b4 pawn. There was no trick or anything. I think this is a bad recapture. He should probably take the other way. Not that bad, but I prefer CD. Acerbate. I like to put my rook on the diagonal of the bishop on e3. Arsenal's good at the black side of the Benoni, but apparently not as good on the white side. This is the structure I had white when I lost to Magnus Carlsen. I call it the vortex. Except I played g3. This is exactly the pawn structure of my Benoni loss against Magnus. It's pretty horrible. The Magnus vortex. Welcome to overextension. Does this even work? Man, I don't seem to have a winning tactic. I'm just better, but there's no forced win. Now it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly before it gets beautiful. Pro tip, just because you play the Benoni well with black doesn't mean you play it well with white, right? What would Acerbate do? Oh man, there's no mate here. You're kidding me. Queen h4 was better. Oh my gosh. I'm such a fool. I can't believe I could have played Queen h4 and I played Queen f6 instead. What a stupid move. Oh my god. That was terrible. Queen h4 did the same thing, but it was just better. Arsenal seems to be in bullet mode. It's good with the bullet mode. This is what Magnus did to me. He did the two-pronged approach with the h-pawn and the a-pawn on both sides. Outflanked me. Look at Arsenal go. I would totally play a3 there. Now yeah, it's very much similar. Look at f5. What? Wow. Hard to kill. Man, tough defense there, Arsenal. Didn't want to die. Phew, man. You were hanging on. Okay, guys. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the stream. We're going to play one more game if we get a challenge. Last game for today. One last game. Who is going to volunteer to sacrifice themselves? Fuchsia. She doesn't like to play Blitz. We've got like time for one more 5+3 game. I can go get a victim from the lobby again. If I don't get a challenge by that time. Baron said he challenged me. Okay, I'm lagging. All right, Baron sent. Whoa, wait. No, no. Wait. All right, 6-3. It's a little long, but I'll do it. It's supposed to be 5-3, but it's fine. All right, I got enough time. Very well. 1 minute's not going to make a big difference. Okay. I have less half the stream. Thank you, Jim. You did a great job. You're ready to be a mod now. I think Jim is ready to advance to mod status. You got to use the bathroom. We all have that problem from time to time. Knight C3. Anyone want to play in an arena after the stream? Said Mr. Bob. Guys, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. Masturbate, what's my eBay? What's my eBay address again? I don't even know. Knight C6. Spam my eBay. I wish I played something different. This is alright, this is all the main line, but instead of exchanging on D5, I think I had no choice though with this move order. Alright, the move order didn't give me any options. So guys, Sunday Simul, it's going to be this time 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're not here when I get back, thanks for the stream. Try to make a midnight stream sometime if you have insomnia. Mod me and I'll show up less often than Jeroen. Alright. We've seen him once or twice a year. Official Sladgie Arena. Official. Buy my eBay stuff. Just because. Queen B6. Wait. I've seen this somewhere. There's a trap here. Bishop F4. The Pawn Whisperer. Wait, B2 will fall if I play Bishop F4, right? So A3? A3 is a good move. Let's do that. Hey, look, I lost a pawn. Should I have played Knight A4 there? Is that a move? Yeah, Plucro never comes, but of course, I think now not all European players can handle staying up until midnight to watch my stream. I know I can't. World loser. I think he had to build a house or something minor like that. Troll on a roll was not a he was not a mod though. Alright. Yeah, I might have to mod Arsenal fan. World Loser was good. He did a good job. But he wasn't here all the time. Classic viewers. E6. Berenzen. Have we never played? Oh, that's weird. I thought I remember Berenzen from another stream, but I guess he just chatted and didn't talk. I mean, yeah, didn't play. Oh man, I don't know about this. I'm not getting anything in the opening here. Okay, Knight A4. Queen B5, right? It's a Tarash. Draw? That was the old ICC. I'm here when you don't live in Hungary and stream at 4 a.m. I know. It's hard. But I won't be going back to Hungary till the fall. And I don't know when, because there's too much to take care of. Too many responsibilities. I'll be happy when that day comes. How's the exchange rate in India? Good question. Random, but good. So I expected queen b5, but he played queen a5, which looks like a mistake. I mean, queen a5 will just enable me to further my development. Even b4 is possible. Are you talking about, Bob, are you talking about Tushar again? Are you going to believe what he said? Like, it's hard to trust someone who like uses chess engines. I don't know, you know, I'm just saying, like, it's not a good track record for telling the truth. Like, using chess engines to cheat in online chess isn't the first thing, the quality I would look for in people to judge whether or not they're truthful or not. But that's just me, you know, I don't know. All right. You're welcome, Masturbate. 5 minutes left to go. We'll finish this game, no matter what. I was thinking bishop c3. Knight e5, though. Pawn takes. Queen c5 takes on f6. It's probably good for white. One variation bothers me now. $300 a month, that's probably half as much as like lower middle class Hungarians make. I mean, I think in Hungary, you know, $500 a month is probably like an average salary for a lot of people. Maybe a little bit more, but it used to be. All right, rook d8. Let's just play b4. Good. He wanted to inflate his rating to make money. The best intentions. I think it's time to play f4, guys. Let's hope it works. Karpov. It's hard to play this kind of closed position in a blitz game. Okay, we have a huge space advantage. Possibility of hitting a position with e4, though. Maybe not that great. And now black has b6 at the right moment. But maybe e4 is a good move. Is it going to drop a pawn? Hopefully not. We're going to go for it. Yeah, I just sacrificed a pawn. I'm not sure I meant to do that, but whatever. We'll go with it. Not really what I intended. Berentzen, I've never played before. 1800, 1900. Last game, guys, and I do have a lesson after this. Thank you for reminding me. He's got bishop a4 in between move. I mean, menacing exchange sacrifice here, obviously. Many strong moves for white. Queen b3. Very strong exchange sack. It's not even an exchange sack. That's like brutal. Queen here. How's that for an exchange sack? I think Berentzen just should have taken on a3 when he had the chance. He's going to get another chance. Pawn structure from hell. This isn't so easy. Unleash the Armada. My god, man. We're all being good pawns. Pawn takes e6. That's just, that can't be good. Is it enough? Alright, I don't know. I don't know if it's enough or not. I'm kind of scared. His bishop's not really a player. I was seriously thinking about fe6 there, going down a full rook, but I doubt that works. This is a little too generous, by the way. It's probably good for white, but I gotta be careful. Probably good for white. Rook b8, rook b8. He can't play rook b8. I mean, he has to take on d5. As much as he might not want to do that, it's the only move. He can't allow the pawn diamond to advance to d6. It's fatal. It's just like totally fatal. It has to be fatal. There's no way you can survive that. No one has ever survived an advanced pawn diamond on the 5th and 6th rank. I don't believe. Don't believe the hype. I mean, seriously. It's a serious diamond. Yeah, I mean, you got to at least try checking king d7 or something. But let's see the analysis board before we end the stream, just to check that position. You know, king f1, how good is this for white? +5. He literally has to take with the e-pawn. But I wanted to point out, guys, you know, going back to when I played f4, e4, I thought maybe he had queen a3. I guess it's not that good. My center is just too strong. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me for the stream. I will be back on Sunday with a simul. So it will be... Oh, is this queen trap directly? No. It'll be 5:30 on Sunday. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the stream, especially Hardvice and Noodle. The arena didn't work. Simul is back. Simul's always going to be back. We just had a weekend off, HTFP. Yeah, Stockfish's crazy evaluations, kind of exaggerated, but it's seeing 20 moves deep. You're welcome for the stream, guys. I won't forget my lesson. Thanks for reminding me. I'll be back on Sunday again, 5:30 p.m. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the stream. Check out the eBay, the YouTube, you name it. I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye. Goodbye. All right. Later, guys.